Abstaining from food, that's not the fasting that makes you strong in the spirit. Abstaining from food doesn't make you spiritually strong. Because your spirit is made strong not by the food that you don't eat, but by the food that you eat. If you want to be strong, you watch what you eat. You are not made strong by what you don't eat. You are made strong by what you eat. So when you are not eating physically, you are fasting. The question is, what are you eating spiritually? 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 That's the key. Are you reading the Word of God? What are you listening to? Are you listening to tapes, DVDs? What books are you reading? Are you making your spirit strong? Are you feeding your spirit with what? So most people, they just fast. They don't eat sadza, don't eat rice, anything. They don't take it. But you ask them, what are you taking in your spirit? There's nothing. And they think by abstaining from food and making my flesh thinner, then my spirit is growing. No. What makes you strong in the spirit is what you are feeding on spiritually. Okay? Well, number two, the real fasting that also makes you strong and more powerful is not really when you abstain from foods like the ones that I've mentioned, but when you now can fast sin. And that's the fasting that makes you also strong. Sin. Because sin is food to the flesh. Your flesh feeds on sin. It survives on sin. It enjoys sinning. You are excited when you are sinning. And that's what makes you carnal. Not chikafu chisha chinojika kumbaish. That one doesn't make you carnal. The flesh, that flesh that you have, is not enmity. It's not against the spirit. It's not against God. God created that one. But carnality. And you don't get carnal by eating fleshly foods. You get carnal by sinning. So when you fast sin, you see sin and you know this is physical food that makes me carnal. And then you abstain from that. You don't sin. You don't sin. You don't sin. You don't sin. Now, your carnality can no longer overpower your spirit now. Because you have starved your carnal man. You are not giving him food. So he can now be stronger than your spirit. So while you are starving your flesh, abstaining from sin, make sure you are at the same time feeding your spirit. So your spirit is growing and your carnality levels are going down.